If a dork sits in a room and cries because his milk money was taken, does that mean that the mean girl who took his milk money even exists at all?
Listening to the Chris Top program burns more calories than setting a fat kid on fire.
Hi, I'm Chris Top. First off, I want to thank you for tuning into the Chris Top program. While I try my best to keep the show as rated PG-13 as possible, sometimes things slip out, or sometimes things happen, and that's just the way live radio goes. And because this is the internet, the FCC isn't around to tell me what I can and can't do. So because of the occasional slip-up or the guest that might get out of hand, you really need to be 18 or older to listen. If you happen to be under 18, please make sure you get your parents' permission. Go! I am leader of all dorks. If you're in the United States, I'm known as President of Dorks. If you're in the UK, I'm King Dork. And in many parts of the world, I'm known as the Great Dictator of Dorks, aka Dorktator. My geek friends happen to call me Dork Vader. When it comes down to it, I'm just adorkable. Dorks of the world, unite. Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there wasn't that a backpack back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove long hair, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. Chris Top program, Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program. Chris Top program.
One and only Chris Top.
Wanna hear the music on the Chris Top program. Chris Top program. Chris Top program. You can hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
Sunny Clarksville, Tennessee.
You can hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I am the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the hell are you, world? It's good. It's good to see you. It really. I'm trying not to get too close to my mic because I went back and I listened to my last show, and it was just too loud, and it was like sounding all kind of crackly and stuff. So I'm trying to get these stupid levels right. See, I just like to talk. I don't know all this technical stuff. I don't. I just, and see, when I do talk, I turn my headphones up so I can hear my voice in my ears really clear too. I know, maybe that's a little conceited. I don't know. Now, I want to talk about Clint Eastwood. He says that he wants to make movies until he's 105. Have you seen him lately? I thought he was already 105. But evidently he's 82. So he wants to keep making movies up until 105. You know, shame on all those 80-year-olds who actually decide to retire. But evidently Clint Eastwood has no intention to ever stop working. At least not for 23 more years or so. He said it'd be great to be 105 and still making films. Now, he admitted to this notion. It's a little optimistic, but he had actually, who was it? There's a Portuguese director, and I can't say his name. I'm not even going to try it. But he's 104 years old, and he's actually still making films. So I don't know. Maybe Clint Eastwood will be able to do it. Go ahead, Sonny. Make my day. I mean, did he even say that? See, I don't even know. See, I wasn't into the action flicks. I was, should I even say this? I watched more girly movies, I think. But see, now the superhero movies are out, and I'm into that. Okay, well, now I found this very amazing. Can you be very amazing, or is it just amazing? Okay, well, this is amazing. Now, sweaters and scarves, mittens, all these things, they may never be the same. Scientists have developed, and I kid you not, they've developed a glow-in-the-dark sheep. You heard me right. A sheep. Now, see, what they do is they splice a gene from a jellyfish, well, a glow-in-the-dark jellyfish. It's already happening. See, this is going to be the cause of the apocalypse. It's going to be worse than we ever thought because, well, actually, it could be better. Because if we have glow-in-the-dark zombies, we'll be able to see them at night. And that's a good thing. So this could actually be a step in the right direction. But 9 glow-in-the-dark sheep were born in October of 2012. And reportedly, they're developing normally. Well, except for the fact that they're glowing in the dark. Of course, this makes them easier to find on the hillsides. Like if you're a shepherd and you say your night vision's not great. And you know, I'm sure it's more entertaining for little kids and adults while maybe they're trying to count sheep when they're trying to fall asleep. It's amazing. A glow-in-the-dark sheep. See, I would have never thought that. I mean, see, first off, I'm kind of wondering why they would even want to put money into something like that, aside from the fact that it's really super cool to have glow-in-the-dark sheep. I'm going to do a lyrical playhouse today. I haven't done a lyrical playhouse in a coon's age, but I'm actually going to do one today just because, well, no particular reason. I just felt like it. But I do want to skip over to the chat just for a second and say hi. Who's in here? I think we've just got a couple in here today. It's Sunday afternoon, and I broadcast, once a month? So, you know. We've got Caleb Wilson in the chat. Wabba back to you, Caleb. We've also got Blake. Blake, I haven't seen you in forever. I've done a few shows. You haven't been around. But it's good that you're back now, and I'm not going to hold that against you. Blake says, if anybody's in the southwest of London tonight, traveling on the 85 bus to Kingston, please look out for a skull cap with a cannabis leaf embroidered onto it. Will be much appreciated. If found, just hand it to your nearest synagogue. And that's Blake crying out for your help. Well, it's good to see you guys. And I appreciate you stopping by. Oh, we also got Yo-Yo Dino in the chat. He's wanting to know what the hell's going on in here. And I have no idea. I have no idea what's been going on. He's 106. Who's 106? I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about now. But listen, okay, I want you guys to stay tuned because Lyrical Playhouse is right around the corner, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. You'll just have to guess. I won't even tell you when I'm done. But you could probably figure it out. I'm sure you could Google the lyrics or something like that.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? My name is Dorcas Maximus, Commander of the Dorks of the North, General of the Dork Legions, loyal servant to the true Emperor Dork Vader, and I will have my vengeance. Dorks of the world, unite!
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
I remember when we broke up the first time, saying this is it, I've had enough. Cause like we hadn't seen each other in a month. When you said you needed space, what? Then you come around again and say, baby, I miss you and I swear I'm gonna change. Trust me, remember how that lasted for a day. I say I hate you, we break up, you call me, I love you. Ooh, 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 we called it off again last night. But ooh, 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 this time, I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to
miss you picking fights, and me falling for it, screaming that I'm right. And you would hide away and find your peace of mind with some indie record that's much cooler than mine. Ooh, 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 ooh. You call me up again tonight, but ooh, ooh, ooh. This time, I'm telling you, are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. But we are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. I used to think that we were forever, ever, and I used to say never, whoa, whoa. So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, I mean, this is exhausting, you know? Like, we are never getting back together. Like, ever. Yeah! We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. But we are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together. Getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me, talk to me. We are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together.
Oh, the chat just blew up. Don't go anywhere. I'll say, I'll say, or I'll give a shout out. That's how you're supposed to say it when you're cool. I'm going to give a shout out to my peeps here in just a little while. And Lyrical Playhouse, don't forget, right around the corner.
Hello, I'm Chris Crash Jesus Taylor from HTLA Radio 1 at HTLA973.com. You know, a few weeks back I happened upon the Chris Top program on Spreaker.com, and I was met with feelings and love I had never before experienced with a radio show and a host of hosts. The joy and inspiration you brought to my life, Chris, with just a few simple words. The inspirational clips, the chat banter, the total hotties that you as a dork attract and maintain without effort. The king of all dorks, you proclaim, and so it is true. Chris Top, my lord, my king, I love you. When I was thirsty, you gave me Mountain Dew. When I was hungry, you fed me Muse. When I was nervous, you helped me pee. Now, from the rooftops, I shout Wabo with glee. So please join me with the chat dorks every day for another dose of the Chris Top program on Spreaker.com.
So I'm on my way home last night, and my phone is just, it's actually in my front pocket, you know, right behind my pocket protector. And all of a sudden it starts making this me. And it does this every so often, but not well, I forget what it's all about. I forget why it makes that sound, because it doesn't do it enough. So I like freaked out, and I reached in and I grabbed my phone and I pulled it out, and it was like a weather alert. Flash floods here in Tennessee. My database was just updated. I'm sure you guys wanted to know that. But so it's a flash flood watch. So I know not to drive through water. You're supposed to like turn around and go back. I know that. So anyway, I come home and it's raining. It's kind of drizzly, and then again, and there's thunderstorm warnings. And then maybe a few minutes later, again, and there's a tornado warning. And God bless them. There's only certain areas that always get hit by tornadoes here, and they got hit again. And then it's the tornado warning has been extended. So it was like this all night, just storms. And then after after they finally canceled the warning, then there was just storms all night long. It was nuts. So I guess we get to look forward to this for a few more weeks, a couple of months, I guess. I don't know, but it's pretty crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. You do that when I'm trying to do a show. What is it?
How can you not tell them about the siren going off?
Oh! I forgot. But aside from my phone, I'm sitting here playing that online game that I'm addicted to, Wartune. You got to look that up. It's so much fun. See, on there I could be this really cool. See, when I say this, it makes me more uncool in real life. But on the game, I'm a really cool archer. But anyway. So I'm sitting here trying to play this game, and I'm about to kill this big lava-looking monster creature thing, and then we hear this wee, wee, wee outside, and it's the tornado siren. So my phone wasn't enough to pull me away from the game, but whenever you hear the siren go off, and then you hear the guy on the speaker, it kind of sounds like a drive-through person. Like when you're going through the McDonald's drive-through, it sounds like that. So you don't really know what he's saying, but more than likely it has something to do with the shit has hit the fan, so you better take cover. More than likely it's something like that. So we scrambled around for a while. We decided to maybe go downstairs, but then I looked outside and it's like, this isn't so bad. So let's just go back in. So then we came back in and listened to the radio, and it was maybe in effect for 5 or 10 more minutes, and then finally it went away. And that's my tornado story. I mean, there were no casualties. I didn't see any flying cows or anything like that. Anything cool. But I do want to say hello. Let's see. I've said let me just start over again because the chat kind of blew up. But we've got Caleb in the chat. We've got Blake in the chat. We've got Yo-Yo Dino. We also have Crystal, Mrs. Pothead. She says, "How the heck are you?" I'm doing okay, Crystal. And it's good to see you. And we have the Latin Groove radio show in the chat. Well, I got your message earlier, Latin, and I didn't respond. I've told you before, I suck at responding to people. I do. But I knew, and I don't know how I knew you would be here. So I didn't have to respond. You're here, so I can just say hello now. And that's how that's how I plan that. And we also, we have the other half. See, had I mentioned Nate first, I could have said the better half when I mentioned Crystal, but I did it backwards. So we have the other half, who's here, Nate, Mr. Pothead. And it's good to see you, buddy. I need to catch up on some of your shows. I know I'm a slacker. I really am. I'm a bad friend. But I stay pretty busy, and when I'm not busy, I'm playing that game. But anyway, we've also got Brenda in the chat. Brenda, it's good to see you. Brenda, I bet, is as kooky as ever. And when I say that, it's more or less a term of endearment. We also have Lisa in the chat. See, Lisa's here all the time now. She took like a several-month hiatus, and then she came back. Chris, can you tell Mum? You can tell he's from the UK. Can you tell Mum to stop buying cheap toilet paper? It's tearing my... See, I can't say that stuff on the air. Why would you even put that in the chat? See, that's Blake. I'm just trying to figure out who all's in here because I don't want to miss anybody. I hate missing people. We have 100.6, the Hits channel. I have to put on my DJ voice. We have 100.6, the Hits channel in the chat. And who else? I'm just kind of scrolling down because I want to get caught up. The Latin Groove says there was a storm in my pants. Bad joke. It was a bad joke. It really was. And I think, we also have, now see, I said your name wrong last time, and you got on to me, but it's spelt Kairi, and to me, that says Carrie. But you said, I mispronounced it. It's something like Jessica, or something weird like that. But it's spelt Kairi, so... If you would, type in the chat how I'm supposed to say that, and I'll try to get it right. I promise. I don't want to mispronounce your name. I don't. Okay, who else we got? I think that's it so far. And Mark Anthony, see, I don't know. See, Well, if you had Mark Anthony as your name by your icon, maybe a picture of yourself, and didn't change it all the time, I would know it was you. But I can't keep up with everybody. See, I'm getting old. I try. I do try, and I get old. Okay, so what? We've the Lyrical Playhouse is still coming up. Ashton Kutcher got into a fight. Do you even really care about this? I mean, it made the news, so I wanted to talk about it. But Ashton Kutcher, he made the news because he got into a fight, and this happened at a Dwight Yoakam concert. It was a country music festival in California. I didn't even know they had country music festivals in California. I didn't know they knew what country music was in California. I had no clue. But evidently, Dwight Yoakam is there. He may be a bigger superstar in California than he is here. I have no idea. and I live close to Nashville, and Dwight Yoakam's pretty big here. Now, he was approached by a woman, and typically, the rich superstar, good-looking guys, I'm sure they generally are approached by women. But apparently, a security guard noticed this, and he shoved Kutcher, and I don't know why he shoved him. Maybe the chick was his girlfriend. Or maybe he wasn't a security guard at all. Maybe he was just stalking her, and then he got hacked off that he was approaching Adam Kutcher. But anyway, Adam Kutcher, he actually shoved back because, no, man, you don't just shove me, man. Like, I'll tell you what, I'm going to mess you up. See, it went back and forth like that for a while. But witnesses actually said that the guard was the aggressor, so that should ease your mind. Just to let you know, so maybe Adam Kutcher won't be spending any time in jail. I hope not. Now, Taylor Swift, she's a baller. I don't mean she's crying because she just broke up. When she breaks up, she just writes songs. She's a baller, meaning she has lots of money. And that's for you people that aren't cool. Like, say, if... let me see if I can teach you something else, because somebody taught me this the other day, too. If I'm going to get if I have bread, that means I have money. But see, it gets confusing because if I say I'm going to the grocery store to get bread, you don't necessarily get money at the grocery store. You actually go there to get bread. So that's where it gets confusing, unless you're waving a gun saying, yo, I'm going to the grocery store to get some bread. Then that more than likely that means you're going to actually rob the place. So that's how that works. But anyway, she loves to buy properties. She does, and I guess she buys them close to whoever she's dating. I'm thinking maybe that's how she works. I don't really know, but she just bought a house, and I'm not going to tell you how much it was just yet. But it's 11,000 square feet. It's an oceanfront property in Rhode Island. She first looked at it on April 15th, just a couple of weeks ago. She spent $17 million on the house. But see, that's not news because celebrities are always dropping that kind of money on houses, right? Well, the thing is, and the reason I call her a total baller is because she paid for it in cash. I don't know if she had that in her Hello Kitty purse. I don't, maybe she wrote a check and the cash just, I don't know. I don't have 17 million lying around, but then again, I'm not Taylor Swift. How much money is she even 12 years old yet? I don't even know. She just paid $17 million for a house in Rhode Island. She probably toured it once, and by the looks of it, it probably took a couple of days to tour. I couldn't afford the electric bill for that house. I couldn't afford a week's worth of the electric bill for that house. I wonder how many houses she has. Somebody Google that. She paid cash. That's just astonishing. You know what else is astonishing? McDonald's is starting to deliver more and more. I mean, how many of you have actually thrown on a coat over your pajamas, jumped in the car, you get to the drive-thru at McDonald's right as that last minute changes, and it's too late to order your McGriddle? Doesn't that hack you off? It's like you've got breakfast on your mind, you pull up at McDonald's, bam, it's over. It's lunchtime. Well, there may be relief on the way. You know, the dollar menu at McDonald's, those sales have actually been going down. I think that may be a sign of people actually making more money, or it could be a sign of people even being too poor to afford the dollar menu. Not really sure. But one way or the other. They're actually considering expanding home delivery nationwide. Now, it's available now in about 20% of McDonald's. And they're thinking about making McGriddles and other breakfast items available all day long. So no matter what your schedule, no matter when you eat breakfast, because I know some people work nights, some people work days, so breakfast could be at different times, you'll always be able to get your McGriddle. And they're even talking about maybe possibly some loyalty rewards. See, now other chains and other more upscale restaurants have been doing this, and well, lots of places. You know, you go in, you swipe a card, you build up points, you get rewards, that kind of thing. But now you could possibly do this at McDonald's. But see, I thought that's what Monopoly was. You know how much fun Monopoly is to play? It's like you get the large sweet tea, and then you peel off a little thing, and it's like, oh, look, I won a hash brown. Well, you know, maybe hopefully they'll keep that. I don't know that I'll join the McDonald's reward program. But I would like to say hi to Jen. She actually tweeted earlier. What was it she said? She said, I just saw her tweet. And feel free to tweet me. The tweeter's wide open. The tweeter's wide open. She says, OMG, how long are you going to be on? See, I have no clue. I don't know when I broadcast. I don't pre-plan this stuff. I really don't. It's just, I have time today. I'm going to broadcast. And when I do a show, I have no idea. Usually I have about 5 minutes worth of stuff to talk about, and for some reason I make it last an hour or two most of the time. But I just don't ever know. I don't know how long my shows are actually until they're over. Well, it's about time for Lyrical Playhouse. Now, did Carrie? Well, see, I hate to call you Carrie because I don't know if that's right. Okay, well, hang on. Lisa says, sorry, senior year got crazy, but I'm back. Graduate in a couple of weeks, so school's a joke, so internet. We'll see. Well, it's good to have you here, Lisa. It is. And I think Carrie, well, see, I'm not saying it right, but she's just laughing at me. And Latin Groove is going to get some pizza. Oh, and I have a Papa John's story coming up. We have a Papa John's hero to talk about in just a little while. Okay, so it's calorie? Calorie. Why in the hell is it spelled K-A-I-R-I if it's calorie? See, I am never going to remember that. Can I just call you Carrie? It would be so much easier if I could just call you Carrie. Please don't get mad at me. And see, Carrie's she plays that online game as well, that War Tune game that I talk about. And you'll never know that when I type your name that I'm actually thinking Carrie in my mind. You'll just assume that I'm pronouncing it Cowrie. And am I even saying it right now? Cowrie. We also have Kimberly in the chat. And Kimberly Top, that's my sister from another mister. And I think I just got another tweet. It's, you better be live still when I get home or I'm going to bite your face off. And that's from Alice Cooper. He is an avid listener, actually, of the program. But we have Kimberly Top in the chat. She's my sister from another mister that's here today. And Kimberly, it's always good to see you. A big virtual hug going out to you. I miss you, actually. And what else is going on? See, I don't even know. Then you guys are just typing away. I can't even keep up with it. Did you know in India there is no middle class? It's just poor and really, really rich. That kind of makes sense. We've got Bean in the chat. Bean, it's good to see you, buddy. See, Bean catches me, and I swear I don't broadcast much, but he's here, and that makes me feel good. Bean always gives me the warm and fuzzy feelings, and he doesn't have to directly touch me to give me those feelings either. Let's see. They're giving Joe, what's that? I don't even know what are you talking about? All right, okay, it's about time for Lyrical Playhouse. So I don't want anybody to go anywhere because it's been a while since I've done this. So you're really possibly in for a special treat, or it could quite possibly be just a giant letdown. More than likely, it's going to be a giant letdown, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay, dude, take a deep breath before you answer your phone, because it is a hottie trying to call you. But it's not just your regular run-of-the-mill hottie, it's a dork hottie. It's a rare breed, it's like finding a unicorn. This could be the only girl in the world for you. Listen, the last thing I want to do is put you under pressure, but don't screw this up. This magical, mythical creature could be your only hope for true happiness. She's already joined the dork side, all you have to do is be yourself. She's proof that dork hotties do exist. Answer the phone and by all means be adorkable.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Lyrical Playhouse with the one and only Chris Top.
Thank you all for tuning into Lyrical Playhouse. I'm just warming up. I'm getting ready to really show off my theatrical skills. Doing some stretches. And you can't see me, but right now I'm actually standing on my head. I'm using one arm. The other hand, I'm drinking my Mountain Dew. And please, unless you're a trained artist, never, ever try this at home. Okay, here we go. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine that you're here, that you're one of these characters that I'm going to talk about. He was a boy. She was a girl. Cannot make it any more obvious. He was a punk. She did ballet. What more can I say? He wanted her. She'd never tell. Secretly, she wanted him as well. But all of her friends stuck up their nose, and they had a problem with his baggy clothes. He was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy." He wasn't good enough for her. She had a pretty face, but her head was all up in space. She needed to come back down to earth. 5 years from now, she sits at home feeding the baby. She's all alone. She turns on the TV. Guess who she sees? Skater Boy rocking up MTV.
This has been another episode of Lyrical Playhouse by Mr. Chris Top.
All right, more nonsense just around the corner, right here on the Chris Top program.
Been going round and round all day, baling some hay, stacking it all up. Can't wait for the sun to go down, roll into town, shine the old truck up, swing by the quick stop, grab a couple rocket tops. then ease on out your way to your place around 8 o'clock. Well, I'm just ready to ride this Chevy down a little back road. Slide your pretty little cell phone over, get a little closer, turn up the radio, put my pretty pink toes on the dash, lean your seat back. Man, I swear there ain't nothing looks better than that sweet tan little thing with nothing to do. I wanna take a little ride with you. Wearing those frayed out cut-offs make you wanna get lost down in the moonlight. Drop the tailgate down on a turn road, watch the corn grow, baby, that's a good night. Anyone from the heartland is gonna understand what I'm talking about right now. Ain't no doubt we got a game plan. Well, I'm just ready to ride this Chevy down a little back road. Slide your pretty little cell phone over, get a little closer, turn up the radio, put my pretty pink toes on the dash, lean your seat back. Man, I swear there ain't nothing looks better than that sweet tan little thing with nothing to do. Yeah, I wanna take a little ride with you.
Riding in my Chevy, girl, come and hop in. Gas in the tank so the wheels ain't stopping. Radio loud, and the beats knocking. Bed in the back, so that's another option. Yeah, and we could do this all the time. See, my boy plays guitar and I can spit a couple rhymes. Yeah, I spit a couple lines. Make you feel special. I need a pretty girl in my Chevy, so let go.
I'm just ready to ride this Chevy down a little back road. Slide your pretty little self on over, get a little closer, turn up the radio, put my pretty pink toes on the dash, lean your seat back. Man, I swear there ain't nothing looks better than that sweet tan little thing with nothing to do. I wanna take a little ride with you. Take a little ride with you.
Take a ride with you, girl.
Take a little ride with you.
One time, yeah. Hey, get them handbells though.
Take a little ride with you.
Take it from the top. Take it from the top. Take it from the top.
The Chris Top Program. Listened to by tens of thousands of people. With podcast on over 30 sites worldwide. But only live on Spreaker.com.
Take it from the top. Take it from the top. Take it from the top.
I was wondering, are you going to eat that?
Take it from the top.
No, I swear, you burn calories while you're listening to my show. Lots of calories. It's like setting a fat kid on fire. No, it's not WOBA, it's WABA. WABA.
Take it from the top.
Dude, my neighbor just busted me stealing his Wi-Fi. I've got to end the show now.
The Chris Top Program. Join the best chat on Spreaker.com.
Take it from the top.
Hi there, I'm Rainn Wilson, and these are your inspirational Facebook quotes, Internet. I live for the nights I'll never remember with the friends I'll never forget. Virginia McClintock, University of Texas. False. Humans live to mate and procreate the species. And what do we have here? Dance like nobody is watching. Annetta Seagrave, UC Santa Cruz. False. Dancing should be done in a rhythmic, coordinated style regardless of audience. Don't judge the path I choose to take if you haven't walked the journey I had to make. Melissa Varnado, Florida State. False. First-hand experience is not a prerequisite for criticism, okay? Indeed, objectivity is often helpful in unbiased feedback. The most difficult thing in life is to know yourself. Ford Bowers, University of Illinois. False. The most difficult thing in the world is neurological microsurgery of the brain. Nobody can take away your pain, so don't let anyone take away your happiness. Brittany Mullis, Fordham. False. Science has recently developed several medications that can effectively block your opioid receptors, thereby blocking pain. And we have here, there is nothing to fear except fear itself. David Kearns, Davidson College. False. Lions. And finally, be the change you want to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. False. Change is a transitive verb with no corporal body, human or otherwise. Sorry, Gandhi.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop. Take it from the top.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this then. So, it's Japanese. Every vowel is voiced in Japanese. But I don't know Japanese. All right, let me try it. Okay, let me say it like a samurai would say it. Let me get in samurai mode. Kairi, hey. Was that good? See, picture me like with a big samurai helmet on, and then the sword. Kairi, hey, like that. See, so now when I say your name every time, it'll be Kairi, hey, like that, because that's the only way I think I'm going to be able to say it. But I think that was right. I'd like to say hello to Mike. Mike, it's good to see you. I don't think have we met before? I don't think we've met before. And Lisa said she looked it up. Taylor Swift only owns one house. See, I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's correct or not. It seems to me like if someone goes out and pays cash, $17 million in cash for a home, then they've probably got more than one. So I don't know. Did you use Bing? Use Google and see. And now Carrie's giving me a pronouncenames.com. See, it looks like Carrie, but it's Kyrie. Hi. I guess. That's right? It's Kyeree, Kyrie. I don't know. See, I'm not really good at pronouncing names. I shouldn't be on the radio. What else is going on? I don't want to miss anybody. I really don't. I don't want you guys to think I take you for granted because I don't. And I just want to make sure that I squeeze in everything. So Mike says we've met the last two shows. See, I don't do my shows close enough now. I'm sorry. And Lisa says no, she never uses Bing. She's too good for Bing. Do you know anybody with Tourette's? See, I would love to have friends with Tourette syndrome. I would. I know I shouldn't make fun of Tourette's, but everybody else does. But it would be fun to have some friends with Tourette's, just to go to the mall with and hang out. Maybe go buy a car with a friend that has Tourette's. That'd be fun. Or, this is the ultimate Tourette's experience. Take a friend that has Tourette's to a funeral. Wouldn't that be a good time? Michael Doyle. He was forbidden from boarding a JetBlue flight over the weekend because he said the word bomb. I'm sure he didn't just say bomb. He said bomb, 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 bomb. I'm sure it went like that. He said it a lot. In fact, the TSA, they checked him at the gate. He's just got Tourette. He can't help it. He does this when he gets nervous. He starts ticking, and he says what's on his mind. No, he wasn't going to blow the plane up, but with all the stuff in the news about the Boston bombings, things like that, and more than likely, most people that get on a plane probably think about a bomb once or twice during the flight. I bet. And he said, I started ticking bomb. He said he'd alerted the airline to his condition, and he got as far as boarding the plane, but the final decision was made by the pilot. But they decided that he wasn't a threat, and they ended up giving him a free ticket. They gave him a free ticket. They probably gave him the only ticket because they want him to be by himself. And what are those planes called that just they fly themselves? Somebody with a remote does it. What are those called? They're probably going to put him on one of those. Just to be safe. Because that's got to make the other passengers nervous. I mean, if I got a seat beside Michael, and nothing against you, Michael, but I mean, it would make me nervous if if you shouted out bomb every 5 minutes or every 30 seconds, however often you do it. And I'm sure it gets worse. I'm sure the more he does it, he's thinking, okay, now people are looking at me. They just heard me yell out bomb. That probably makes him more nervous, so he starts doing it again. It's like this big chain reaction thing. That would drive me nuts. But no, we can go to a funeral together. You know, Mike Tyson's been in the news before about being abusive and things like that. We know the whole story about him biting the ear and things like that. But Mike Tyson has been abused as well. And I really need some violin music for this story, but I don't have it. Now, the next time you imagine Mike Tyson, and I don't know why you would imagine Mike Tyson. I have no idea. Picture him with his arms outstretched, cooing pigeons lined up from fingertip to fingertip. Tears running down poor little Michael's face. Because the iconic heavyweight carries the trauma of having seen one of his racing pigeons cruelly cooked and eaten right before his eyes by an ex-girlfriend. So, you know, you got a grudge against Mike Tyson. You can't kick his ass. Just cook one of his pigeons in front of him and eat it. That is pretty cruel, isn't it? I mean, it'd be like somebody coming in and cooking Abby and eating her. Of course, Abby would not stand for that. She would probably take up for herself. He says, I was dating this young lady. And she said, and wait, what? And she said, I don't know why you're flying those damn birds. You should be eating them. And she cooked one and proceeded to eat it. It just wasn't the right thing to do. And he says, that's why she's not my woman anymore. Maybe she just wanted to break up with Mike Tyson and she felt that was the best way to do it. Yeah, I wouldn't want Mike Tyson stalking me, so maybe I'll eat one of his pigeons in front of him and he'll leave me alone. Now, a former Oregon cop is fighting back. And tell me what you guys think about this. All right, to the tune of $6 million. Still not enough to buy Taylor Swift's house. Now, after being fired for allegedly driving drunk in an unmarked police car while off duty. It's not really allegedly. He was drunk. Okay, but he's trying to sue them for $6 million. So right now you're thinking, okay, now how could he possibly win this lawsuit? He's a cop. He was driving drunk in a police car. Now, Jason is his name. His name's Jason Servo. He says he suffers from alcoholism. And then he says it's a recognized disability under the Americans with Disability Act. So he shouldn't have been canned. He's 43. He'd been a detective who was also the department's lead firearms instructor. That's who I want to take firearms instructions from, is an alcoholic. I mean, I would assume that they knew he had this disability. I would assume that. So let's not only give him a gun, but let's put him out there and let him teach others how to use their guns. Now, he was arrested in January 2011 after crashing his car into a ditch. Now, had he hit a pregnant woman and her husband and her 3 other kids? Would they even give this guy a chance to talk? I don't think they would. Now, the lawsuit alleges that the chief fired Servo to save money, ignoring his disability. Give me a break. He better not win that lawsuit. Is that not one of the most ridiculous things you've ever heard in your whole life? Great, now Kyrie's got to take medicine because she's listening to my show. Can you believe that? Let's see what's going on here. See, a lot of this chat never even makes sense. See, I like to interact with you guys, but you have to at least make sense first, because I don't know what to do. I can't interact sometimes. What are we going to talk about? What was this? Oh. How many of you have gotten those emails before? Like somebody in the Congo, hey, look, I've got billions and billions of dollars. I need your help. I'll give you some money. Raise your hand. I've gotten those before. Well, some of them actually work. Well, you have to modify it a little bit. A real estate agent and his girlfriend, they were bilked out of $1.6 million by a man that they say claimed to be the son of the Congo president. Now, he allegedly told the Marion County couple that he needed their help recovering millions that were seized from his father by the United States so he could buy luxury homes. Now, it wasn't a one-time thing. He kept the con going for 4 years. And he had all sorts of documentation to support his story. Of course, if I'm going to dump $1.6 million into something, I'm going to do a little bit of research before I do it. All the research that they really had to do, see, I don't feel sorry for this couple because they're morons. All the research they really had to do was Google the guy's name on Wikipedia. And they probably would have found out pretty soon that the guy is actually the same age as the Congo president. Yeah. Wouldn't have really been that hard to figure out, I don't think, at that point. $1.6 million. I always thought that people who had $1.6 million weren't that stupid. How do you have $1.6 million and be that stupid? Well, I guess I just answered my own question. They don't have the $1.6 million anymore. It makes me mad that people are that dumb. Does it make you mad, or is it just me? If it's just me, I'll shut up.
This is the Chris Top Program.
Whistle, baby, let me know. Boy, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you kiss my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby. Here we go. I'm dancing, you love creep more. And I'm dancing, you like girls that give love to girls and shock your little ego. I bet I'm guilty, you are not, but that's how we live in my jar. When the hell I play a role better, there's only one foot and one rider. I'm in damn shame, all the more champagne, pull it down the stream, trying to put it on ya. Bet your wrist spin the wrong corner, slow it down, baby, take a little kiss my whistle, baby, let me know. Boy, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you kiss my whistle, baby? Here we go. It's like everywhere I go, my whistle ready to go. Show me I'm even though you can't get me by the law. Permission not a baby, it's okay, it's under control. Show me a soprano, cause boy, you can handle. Baby, we start snagging, you come and back close. Boy, I'm missing with it, we got it the same role. Show me a perfect pitch, you got it, my banjo. Found it with you, looks like you do, I can do. So music, now you can make it music with the music. You ain't got no issue, you can do it. Giving the perfect pitch, you never lose it. Can you kiss my whistle, baby, let me know. Boy, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you kiss my whistle?
you whistle while you work it. I'ma lay back, don't stop it. Cause I love how you drop it, drop it, drop it on me. Now shawty, let that whistle blow. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, baby, let that whistle blow. Oh, oh. Can you kiss my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby, let me know. Boy, I'm gonna show you how to do it. And we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you kiss my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby. Here we go.
I am the one and only Chris Top, self-proclaimed leader of all dorks.
I'm Chris Top, king of the dorks. That's right.
Yeah, I remember growing up when I was a little kid, my mom was so sweet. She would say things like, thank God, Chris, there's only one of you because you are so very special.
There is only one Easter Bunny, there's only one Jesus Christ, there's only one God, and there's only one Chris Top.
I am the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view.
Actually, that's not true. I live next to a dumpster.
Meow! Shut up, Abby. Keep quiet. Yes, I know. I don't really have an ocean view. I have a view of the local hobo singing around a burning dumpster, but I don't want my fans to know that.
Does Chris Top have a mysterious side, a darker side, if you will? Well, I guess I do. You could compare my life to the Da Vinci Code.
C for Chris Top. H for holy mackerel, it's Chris Top.
Well, I don't know if my show would make sense if you played it backwards, but I do have a few things right in front of your face.
R for really awesome, Chris Top. I for I can't believe, it's Chris Top. S for somebody pinch me, it's Chris Top.
Am I conceited? Am I conceited? No, I'm not.
T for terrific, Chris Top. O as in oh my god, it's Chris Top. And P for party time with me, Chris Top. Oh god.
Well, the ladies do like their Chris Top.
Oh god.
Well, that's it for today, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, life is good.
And I'm gone.
Okay, a word of advice. Do not make fun of people who live in boxes. At least not so they can hear you. Now, I want all of the dorks of the world to stand to your feet, place your hand over your heart, raise the other hand into the air, and I want you to say this. Because you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the WABA National Anthem by my good buddy Belgium Tim. And then we're going to follow that up with the WABA rap. And I've been doing this for months now. So either you hate it or you kind of dig it. I don't know which. But either way, I'm going to do it. So now I want you to say this. I'm a dork. And every time I encounter somebody and I tell them what my show's about, they're like, hey, psst, do you know what dork really means? No, nobody's ever told me. What does it mean? It means well penis. Really? Really? No. It means, are you serious? Oh my God, yes. Yeah, specifically, it's the penis of a blue whale. Oh my gosh. I want you to say this. Say, I'm a dork, I'm proud, and I'm hip.
Working on being awesome every day. I'm working on being awesome every day. W-O-B-A-W-O being day. Yeah, I'm working, I'm being awesome every day. I'm not really awesome to this day, but I'm working, I'm being awesome every day. I'm not awesome today, but I'll be one day.
Yeah, Big N in the building, representing the Dorks. Dorks of the world unite, y'all. Yeah. Hey there, everybody, I got something to say. This guy right over there is Wubba every single day. Okay, what is Wubba?
It gets so creepy cold thing.
No, dude, it's just a little dork singing. Well, W is working, O is on it, B is being, and A is for awesome, and that's the dork saying. I'm already awesome, but that's okay, cause Mr. Chris Top is too, but he just doesn't know it. And so are all of you from here on to the far. And just so you know, life is good and I'm gone.
All right, everybody that does a show on Spreaker, I want you to type the word show into the chat, because now, my friends, it's time to spread the Spreaker love.
We're just here to spread that love all around. Spread it around. Spread it
All right, now that we've spread the Spreaker love, let's get on with the show. As if I have anything planned, honestly, to get on with. There's been another study. And you know how much I love talking about studies on my show. And this is a Harvard study. It took them 75 years to find out some of this information. Really? Harvard? People pay a lot of money to go there. I'm glad I didn't sign up for that study to get my degree when had I went to Harvard and I decided to sign up for that study, that would have sucked. Sure, I'm going to make millions, but I'm only going to live another year or two, and then I'm dead. But it's a 75-year grant study on human development. And they collected just a whole bunch of data from 268 undergraduate men. And some of the data included IQ, drinking habits, and also the very important hanging length of the scrotum. And evidently that was some pretty crucial information when the study actually began in 1938. George Valiant, who directed the study for over 3 decades, has published a book. It's called Triumphs of Experience. So I don't even know if I want to read... That title doesn't make me want to read that book. For some reason. It's like, ooh, Triumphs of Experience from George Valiant, a Harvard guy. Whatever. Anyway, summarizing the data, including his overall conclusion that happiness is love, specifically mommy love. All right, and don't take this in a direction that it shouldn't go, okay? And when your mother loves you, this resulted in men earning more per year. It resulted in enhanced work performance and better mental health in old age. My mother loved me, but I don't have any of those things. What's up with that? I got screwed. They should have studied me. And they had other conclusions as well. Aging liberals have more sex than conservatives. But see, the part they left out was conservatives might have less sex, but we're better in bed. And also, alcoholism is destructive. It only took 75 years to figure out what hanging scrotums were all about and that alcoholism is destructive. Can't we find better things to study, like things that aren't obvious? That would be a good start. Every one of these studies I read, they're all obvious. There's a single white domestic diva. She seeks the perfect companion. Now, if you're a 70-something and you're on the prowl, then I may have the perfect hookup for you. She's an ex-model. She's rich. and she's done some time. That kind of gives her that bad girl edge, you know? And she knows her way around the kitchen. Do you know who I'm talking about yet? I'm talking about Martha Stewart. Now, evidently, she's having trouble landing a man. And she's got all those sexy qualifications. And I have to admit, for 71, she don't look half bad. You'd think she'd have these guys just eating out of her mitted hand. Well, in fact, Stewart actually admits her desperate craving for companionship. It actually drove her to start a Match.com profile. And I would love to see that profile. Wouldn't you? And you'd think a celebrity like that, I just can't picture her actually starting a Match.com profile. I mean, it seems to me, if you're a celebrity, regardless of your age, I mean, it seems like you'd be able to find dates relatively easy. She could probably find a 20-year-old guy. Well, maybe she's looking for true love. I don't know what she's looking for. But she said she loves to date. So if you're a 70-something guy and you love great meals, you don't mind a bad girl, then Martha Stewart could actually, she could possibly be for you. What am I going up for? Oh, see, she's not 71. She's pretty.
She's very nice.
She's very pretty. I wonder if she's had any work done.
She must have.
Her cheekbones are like up, like over her eyeballs. So she's possibly had some work.
She's good looking.
I don't even know.
Has she had any hip surgeries?
Has she had hip surgery? Mm-hmm. That I don't know.
That might be
that could be a deciding factor. Mm-hmm. The hip surgery. Mm-hmm. Missing fugitive gives himself in after 14 years. See, that's not even an interesting story to me. I'm not even going to read that. Let's just move on. Let's see. We've already... Okay, see if you can figure out what state I'm talking about. This state actually has the least amount of stress. Now, here's a hint for you. It's not West Virginia. Okay, only 49 more, so I narrowed it down. Now, a Gallup poll actually shows that's America's most stressed state. Can you believe it, West Virginia? And I was going to move there tomorrow. And it's not Louisiana. The Big Easy might be located there, but it's not. But it's only number 2 on low stress. So this is actually a no-brainer. If you really think about it, I could probably stop with the hints. It's where everyone hangs loose. We're fighting traffic. They don't really fight traffic there. There's not really a traffic issue. All right. Everybody wears Lay's. And see, that should have given... I'm not talking about potato chips. And they're so laid back. They decided that hello and goodbye could actually be the same word. See, that sounds like the kind of place I would want to live. And surely you figured out what I'm talking about, right? But this is the place with the least amount of stress. But, you know, I think it would stress me out a little bit living in Hawaii, just because, well, things are so expensive there. I was at one of the gas stations a couple of nights ago, and I overheard a couple of people talking to the lady that was checking the couple out, and she asked them where they were from, and they said Hawaii, because they were shocked that the lighter they were buying was only $1. And she said, well, how much do you pay for it in Hawaii? And they said $10 for a freaking lighter. That would stress me out a little bit. But I don't know what you would get paid in Hawaii for your job. I mean, I have no idea. I would hope that it would be enough to afford a $10 lighter without thinking about it. But it would be a nice place to live. It really, really would. I just wouldn't buy lighters. Okay. Now, ladies, I have a question for you. Raise your hand. How many of you go to the gym? It doesn't have to be on a regular basis. And see, Kyrie knew. She guessed Hawaii right off the bat. And no, it's not Afghanistan. That'd probably be a little stressful there, I would think. How many of you How many of you ladies actually go to the gym? And like I said, it doesn't have to be on a regular basis, but how many of you, when you go to the gym, wear makeup? And see, to a guy, and Blake says, I do. I go to the gym. See, to a guy, this seems ridiculous. Doesn't it? I mean, don't you go to the gym to look good, like for when you go out? I mean, are you going to the gym to look good, or are you going to the gym to pick up guys? Or do you just want guys to notice you? And Lisa said she's going to do yoga. See, I couldn't do yoga, and I'll tell you why. I'm afraid that if I get in those like poses and things like that, and there's somebody behind me, something's going to happen. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm getting at? I mean, when you make these awkward poses and you kind of scrunch your belly and you're all twisted and stuff, something could escape that you don't want to escape. And this is in a gym, so it couldn't be good. People are going to start giggling, and it's going to get messy. So that I couldn't do it. But Lisa said she never wears makeup to the gym. Kyrie, hey, says she never wears makeup to the gym either. Jen says she never wears makeup. Also, let's see. Kyrie, you said me too. Oh, you would have gas doing yoga? Okay, Kyrie has gas when she does yoga as well, so now I don't feel too embarrassed. So if you're at the gym, you probably don't need anything on your face. I mean, you're going to have that thin layer of sweat, but some women apparently think that you have to wear makeup. Now, according to a recent survey, 26% of British women, and see, Blake, this is all British women. And Kim, I bet Kim probably wears makeup to bed, is what I'm thinking. She probably wears high heels and makeup when she goes to bed. 26% of British women say that they work out, or they won't work out unless they're wearing full makeup. And I'm not talking about just a little eyeliner left over after work. They actually spend, I'm assuming, hours in front of the mirror putting makeup on before they go to the gym. That's crazy. When they were asked why, they said 11% of makeup-wearing respondents says it's to attract guys, while others said that they were actually trying to cover that up their bad skin. I don't get it. I don't understand why you would wear makeup to the gym. I have no idea. You're not supposed to meet guys. You're supposed to meet guys after you get done in the gym. After you're done working out and you feel good and you're looking good, then you put your makeup on. And then you go pick up the guys, right? But then again, I mean, it's a gym, and there's lots of single people there that take care of themselves. So, and there's also common interest. Or are they common interest? Are you at the gym because you want to be healthy, or are you there to meet people? See, if you're there to meet a guy, then, and that's the only reason you're there, then that could be a disastrous relationship. Why can't I ever find a $3 million nickel? $3.1 million. It's not a bad return on a nickel, is it? Now, this is a coin that was once thought to be fake. It's a 1913 Liberty head. It went up for auction this week near Chicago. $3.1 million. Now, the nickel is one of 5 known to exist. And I can't describe the nickel to you because I know that if you have a nickel right now, you're probably looking at it. And I can't describe it because they don't give me a description. But this nickel's actually traveled quite a path. It was allegedly illegally cast, then found in a fatal car wreck, assumed to be this nickel has a story. Assumed to be a phony and hidden away in a closet for decades until it was rediscovered and pronounced authentic. $3.1 million for a nickel. That's insane. How far would you go to cheat on your insurance? Well, listen to this. And this, again, is in Europe. Blake, I don't want you doing this. All right, I don't want to give you any ideas. I know things might be tough right now, and they're probably going to get worse. But I don't want you getting any ideas. And you either, Kim. Well, Kim, I don't think would cut off her hand, but she might cut off like her baby toe or something like that. Now, there's 2 cases of men in Spain, that were amputating their own hands for insurance payoffs. Now, well, they were busted. There's a 50% jump in fraud over the last 5 years. Now, the guy actually sliced off his hand with an electric saw. How desperate would you have to be to do that? He said he'd actually lost it in a car accident, and he filed 11 claims worth more than $3 million. He was trying to buy that nickel. Now, the investigating company noted that the cut was actually too clean and suggested that maybe a friend had actually cut his hand off for him. So, lesson learned here, if you're going to try to cheat your insurance company, use a jagged knife to cut your hand off. Don't use a saw. Mother of the Year award, right here. Are you ready for this? I'm going to tell you the story, and then I'm going to tell you how much she swindled people out of. I don't understand. Okay, her name's Susan. She's a New Jersey mom. She's accused of fabricating her son's battle with cancer. All right, she made it up. Her son doesn't have cancer. She said he did just to get money, just to scam friends and family out of money. Police said she even convinced her son that he had cancer. She's in a psychiatric unit now. Okay, so how much money do you think she got? I mean, I would think she got thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for doing this. For it to even be worth the guilt and the karma that's going to come back and kick your ass. She got $1,000. She didn't scam her friends out of hundreds of thousands. Her family. She scammed them out of hundreds of dollars. Lesson here, if you're going to lie about your kid having cancer, at least move out of the trailer park and scam some rich people. This lady is pathetic. Isn't she? Just absolutely pathetic. Hello, High Five Radio. And I agree with you, Crystal. People are freaking stupid. Oh, gross, Kyrie. Have you seen that video too? Everybody's seen that, but they're not going to admit to it. She says she watches those cyst-popping videos on YouTube, and she willingly watches them.
I watch them too.
See, you're not supposed to admit to that, though.
Oh, I do. And they're disgusting, and like it looks like a worm's coming
I know
out.
what I've seen it too, okay? I've seen it too.
Did you see the guy with the
Everybody's going to listen to the show. They're going to finish the show and go there and watch it now.
No, there's like one with the guy
on the back of his neck. I know, it was disgusting.
Razor.
And what got me though, it was disgusting, and then you could hear somebody in the background saying, "Oh, that stinks."
Yes.
So you know,
it made you physically want to gag.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, it did. All right, now, well, all good things must come to an end, and so must the Chris Top program. We've been going about 79 minutes now, and it's time for me to hit the road. But I just want to tell you guys that I do not, nor will I ever take any of you for granted, because there are a million other things you could be doing, but you choose to listen to me. Makes me feel pretty good. Until I broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and I'm gone.
Is it over yet?
Completely over.
You have been exposed to the Chris Top program.
Yeah, okay, are we done? I really gotta get a life.
Psst, the show's not really over. I'm going to talk for a couple more minutes. That's just usually what I do. That's my MO. Okay, now, I'm not being racist when I say this. I promise you I'm not. I'm going to explain it. Miss Korea contestants all look alike. And I'm not being racist. I promise I'm not. And that's the consensus on Reddit, where someone has actually posted the 2013 Miss Korea contestant photos. And this is what they said. Korea's plastic surgery mayhem is finally converging on the same face. So you're not racist. They really all look alike. Now, thanks to surgical procedures on their eyes, noses, cheeks, jaws, foreheads, the contestants look very, very similar. And, okay, and before you call me racist for saying this, Koreans think so as well. Now, in certain areas, you would think that all these women are sisters because they have the same surgeries. And they're jokingly referred to, actually, as Samsung robots. It's creepy. I'll tell you what, I've got a picture, and I'll actually post the link on my Facebook page so you can check it out yourself. And I'll do that right now. And something I would love for you guys to do, and we haven't done this in a while, if you could post the dorkiest picture that you have of yourself on my Facebook page, I will compare you to all of the Miss Koreas, and I will let you know whether or not you look like them. Now, pizza delivery guy, that's the hero. Hero, I don't know. Maybe a little kooky, possibly. Now, every era has a hero who rises up against adversity and shows us that honor is the greatest victory. And I'm talking about Wartune, and I'm talking about my character. No. In ancient times, it was the 300 Spartan soldiers who stood to defend Greece from legions of ancient Persian warriors. Now, in our time, it's a Papa John's delivery guy who had his 2003 Cadillac CTS carjacked by two masked men at gunpoint, who demand his belongings and left him in the street with only a pizza. What did he do? He walked that pizza over to its rightful owners at the delivery address, and then he called the police, putting his duty before all else. Okay, think this is Sparta. This is Papa John's. I'm sure he probably said that as he handed over the pizza. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. It's time for me to go. So until I broadcast again, please remember, okay, hang on. Ain't nobody got time for... Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Hang on. I'll play a little bit, because I really need to sign off. If I can find it. See, Blake, I don't ever load it anymore because I haven't seen you in a while. So I don't ever have that ready. So I'll play you a couple. Hang on a second. I got to rearrange some stuff. Hang on. I know. Hang on. I'm going to do both of them. I'm going to do all three. That way. Okay. This is for you, Blake.
And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
And that's for you. That was just for you. So, okay, let me look at the chat one more time. Pam, I love you. Thank you so much for stopping by. See, Lisa is a big fan of Sweet Brown as well. I know, it gets stuck in your head. Okay, I'm going to have to play the whole dang thing, I think. All right. Hang on. Let me find it. See, I wasn't prepared. Hang on. Let me play something and then I'll look for it. Ah, jeez. So I was trying to end the show, and then you guys started...
It's more hip than you might think to be a dork, kiddies. Let's take a gander at little emo Timmy. Just take a look at those arms. I don't think little emo Timmy should be allowed to play with any sharp objects for the rest of his life. How about you? Billy the Jock is riddled with herpes because of all those naughty cheerleaders. How do those pom-poms look now, kids? I think Bobby the Geek is going to live in his mom's basement for the rest of his life. I'll bet you he'll have a nice collection of tourists in his fridge by the time he's 30. Be a dork, be proud, be hip.
I'm having a hard time finding it. Hang on, give me just a second, and I'll play it before I go. I don't even know where I put it, what I put it under.
I said try Sweet Brown.
Okay, hang on. Let's try that. There it is. Okay, we got it. All right, I'm going to play this just for Blake, and then I'm going to go off the air. I'm playing it for all of you because several people in the chat said Sweet Brown, and I'm going to be humming this and that kind of thing. So So we're gonna we're gonna play. I love you guys. I really, really do. Until I broadcast again, please remember, life is good and I'm gone.
One resident describes her horrifying experience when she first realized the complex was on fire.
I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm praying for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I got bronchitis.
I woke up to go get me a cold pop.
Then I thought somebody was barbecue. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm praying for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I got bronchitis.
According to the apartment manager, the fire started in a woman's home. She was treated for smoke inhalation at a local hospital.
I got bronchitis.
There were no other reports of injuries.
I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. It's a fire, it's a fire, it's a fire. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm praying for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm praying for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I got bronchitis.
Here at the Chris Top program, we're always taking steps to make the show multicultural, because we have to remember this is the internet.
I'm working on being awesome.
AKA Waba.
Dorks of the world, unite.
That was sweet. Now try something in Irish.
Díobh with the carja, is Misha Rory McQueer os Loch Orman in Ireland. Agus anish táto a géist on Chris Top Show or www.spreaker.com.
Yeah, I didn't understand any of that. Go ahead and try the other thing we talked about.
Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious.
That was really beautiful. It really was.